¿Qué onda, vatos? Thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you live yet again from San Jose, California. So here we are. I am getting better. Still have some mild symptoms. Going on 4 weeks now with this flu thing. Man, that's nuts. So getting over it slowly but surely. But anyways, just wanted to go off a topic. Something that recently happened to me that got me very upset. Living in California as a unvaccinated American. That is right, guys. Creep is unvaccinated. All right. I never got the poke or the jab, whatever you want to call it. Living here in California, surprisingly, 3 years. It's 2020. Wow, it's been 3 years, and this thing just. This pandemic, this virus, whatever you want to call it, it still lingers here in California, amazingly. Now, I recently tried to join a union, Pipes and Trades 393, here in San Jose, California. I'm trying to better myself, trying to get I'm trying to better my living standards, living in San Jose. You guys know the rent out here. You're looking at about $2,600 a month. The average home in California is about $400,000. There's just no way for anybody to live in San Jose. You guys see how I live. You guys know I don't have a garage. I don't have a workspace. I don't have much of anything. I have my Harleys, and I have my family, and that's pretty much it. Outside of that, I don't really own much of anything because the cost of living out here is just crazy. All right, so like I said, I'm trying to join the union. I have some experience. I'm certified type 1, type 2 HVAC refrigerant recovery. So I've been trying to get into the field, and this thing is still just it just haunts me. I apply for the union, and they turned me away, so I'm banned until I guess until the county or until the governor finally decides to stop this nonsense. I mean, it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years. I made videos on this, and the feedback's different. It's 50-50. Of course, when I started complaining about it, it was fairly new. A lot of people were scared. But the way I see it, I ride a bike. I ride my bike. We all know the dangers of riding a motorcycle. We all know the dangers when it comes to riding a bike. You have a 40% increase or a 40% chance if you get into an accident, it's going to be fatal. So looking back now, and I mentioned this in my videos and my moto vlogs, you have your chances of getting into a serious accident compared to, of course, the virus of what happened in 2020 when we shut down the whole economy and all this other BS. Your chances of getting into a wreck are 40 times that when compared to the virus. Now, like I said, this is hindsight, I guess, but man, I mentioned this in my videos way back in 2020. It just, once I was scared. Everybody was scared. Everybody's talking about this thing. The media was all over it. CNN, they had a counter, a death toll counter. Amazingly, that's gone. The day when when Biden took office, the counter was gone. Absolutely nuts. Like I said, the way I felt about it is, if you feel unsafe, if you have a compromised immune system, if you have, whatever's going on, if you have one of those comorbidities, stay home. But as far as, living in the United States, you guys got to keep on living your life. This is why I keep on saying, you guys got to get out there and ride. If this is something that you want to do, and it's dangerous, I don't want to do this, that's a hazard and stuff like that. All right, that's your choice. But man, anything, stepping outside of your house is a risk. Life's a risk, whatever you do. I mean, this is just something that after seeing, after being on TikTok and watching some of these freak accidents, I don't know if you guys remember those videos on Spike. What was it, 1,000 Ways to Die, or the worst ways to die, or something like that? The scariest ways to die. Sorry, my nose is just clogged because of this damn sickness. So I think it was a 10,000 Ways to Die or something like that. They had, man, so many freak accident videos. It was just crazy, just stuff that I mean, it's out of our control. It could happen any day now. It's just one of the. And then recently, I just saw it in the news. Jamie Foxx had a stroke, and it's, if it's not a freak accident, it's something that you just don't see coming. I guarantee that stroke. Jamie Foxx, super health nut, takes care of his body. He's 50 something years old, looks amazing for his age, and now he's hospitalized because of the stroke. And this is just something that we get blindsided by. It's just we don't see it. So I'm not trying to rant or anything like that. I'm trying to keep it to a minimum. But yes, I am very upset. Like I said, trying to better myself, trying to elevate our standard of living, me and my family, and trying to get weekends off. Like I said, trying to just spend more time and not have to work as much to make about the same. So the way I see it is, not only am I winning, of course, but I live in California where the income tax is crazy. But if I'm making more doing this trade, then California's making more off of my labor because of the income tax. And then on top of that, of course, if I have more money to spend, I can finance stuff. Now California is making more money off of my sales tax, property tax, just off of everything. That's one thing that I never do. Pass on the right. So many, like a lot of those like silly accidents are when you're passing on the right. People just, don't do that. Don't do what that guy did. So anyways, 393 Union, F you guys. You guys are a bunch of, whatever you want to put in here. Of course, like I said, very, very upsetting living in California now for many, many years as an unvaccinated American. And like I said, this thing has been going around since the pandemic started, right? I used to love going to San Francisco. Now I can't. For a long time I wasn't able to. You weren't able to go into San Francisco and use any of the facilities or enter into any of the buildings without having proof of being vaccinated. It's just so stupid. This was something that was going on with I believe Canada. The drivers trying to get up into Canada and then having to show proof of having the vaccine. So it's just one of those things. It's just dumb, the way I see it. And then looking at the research now and looking at all this other stuff, I don't want to get into it, but man, it was really all for nothing. Honestly, it was. And somehow just the regular flu casualties dropped drastically. Drastically, man, I can't. You guys get what I'm saying? My nose is completely just clogged. I'm not gonna get into the specifics or the facts or anything like that. It's out there if you guys want to try to find them yourself. This is just me. Am I gonna get vaccinated now? I mean, is this gonna convince me to do it, to join the union or to better myself? Because even trying to get other financial loans, as far as schools and stuff like that, they're asking for the same thing. I don't know if this is a county thing. I don't know if it's a city thing, but as of right now, here in San Jose, even if you try to join a community college or try to join, I believe, a university or anything, you have to show proof of a vaccine. That's a nice vehicle right there. Little Road King, extended saddlebags, chromed out. ape hangers. I kind of want to do that maybe on a Sportster, only because, you know, they're pretty cheap. You know, they're about $3,000 to $4,000. If I could get myself a Heritage, you know, that'd be nice. Maybe if I was making a little bit more in a trade, maybe I'd be doing that. But anyways, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what's going on. Man, this whole economy thing is just really tough. Oh man, it just sucks. So, hey, who knows? Maybe I'll try again next year. Like I said, just apply and see what happens, what they tell me next year. Because as of right now, I can't do it. So maybe I'll reapply to the union and then try to see if I could get in February of next year. Because that's the only window they have. And then maybe by then, because I mean Biden, the current administration already said the pandemic's over. That's just the one thing that I draw back to is like, if we know this thing's over, why are we still mandating or asking or requiring this proof? It's just a bunch of baloney. I don't know. You guys let me in the comments. And like I said, I'm gonna say one more thing because I went on a rant. This is my second time filming this motovlog. Man, if it's about safety, if it's about potentially losing out on time, because I understand, apprenticeship, training, they don't want you missing time, and this could potentially, hold you back when it comes to training and putting time in and getting your hours and stuff like that. So if that's the case, to protect themselves or protect, the company from doing anything like this, then why not require or mandate people to cut out their appendix? Why not ban people who are smokers? Because of course you have the heart disease increase by being a smoker. Why not ban people who are obese? Why not start cutting off all those other folks, those other demographics, because of the potential of getting into illness, kind of like what health insurance does. If you're a smoker or if you have previous health issues, whatever, they could, I don't know, man, you guys kind of get what I'm saying. It's just not a preventative measure, and it's not protecting other folks, because if that's if that's really the case, you got to protect, you got to what was it? It's just something that man, this nose thing is really bugging me. Something that my governor Newsom mentioned something about. Oh no, it was Justin Trudeau from Canada. Thought it was funny. You have the right to be or you have the right to be or not be vaccinated, but you don't have the right to put the vaccinated at risk. What? That doesn't make any sense. Now that was another talking point. We're not gonna let the unvaccinated around the vaccinated because they put them at risk. Like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. If I have the vaccine, if I have the protection against something, I'm not worried about it. You guys, it's just a bunch of baloney, you guys. And it's just an agenda, right? The big pharma, the pharmacies or whatever, Pfizer and all the other Johnson & Johnson, whatever you want to call them, they made trillions, or what's it? No, they made billions of dollars. Nobody's talking about how the CEOs went from millionaires to billionaires. It's just crazy. Just a bunch of baloney, guys. So you guys just stay out there, stay safe. Don't believe everything you read. Life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.